Hi everyone, it's Lynn here, the Golivegranny, and it's Monday the 18th of August 2025, and for me it's a travel day. I'm not going to Wiltshire like I often do. I'm going to Bournemouth to see my sister, and my family who live in Wiltshire are there as well. And I had a bit of shenanigans at the beginning of the journey. I got on the hovercraft and then I had a 7-minute, so I got on the hovercraft and then on the hover bus, and I had a 7-minute changeover at Portsmouth and Southsea. So I got off the bus, and there was 7 minutes to get off the bus, round the corner to the station, and then I assumed I might have to go up in a lift like I usually do. Anyway, I got, by the time the hover bus got there, I'd got 4 minutes to do what should have been a 7-minute connection. And that also includes getting your phone out and showing your ticket at the barrier and getting the barrier open, the ticket open. So I was a bit concerned. Hi Karen. I was a bit concerned that I was going to miss the train. Anyway, as luck would have it, the train came in. It was on the first platform as I went through the barrier. So that was great. I got on the train. They were waiting for me. They put the ramp down and that was fine. I'm now at Southampton Central. And I should have had a 7-minute changeover here, and there's been some lovely people. Hi Laura, there have been some lovely people here. Some wheelchair users were on the train with me, and we were having quite a discussion around our sort of travel that works for us, passenger assist, all that sort of thing. I've also found out a top tip that if I'm delayed because of my disability, which did happen on my last journey where I was delayed, you can actually not just do delay with pay, you can actually make a complaint. So that's a different way. Hi Dan. So that is what I should be doing for the journey that I had to claim for the other day. But also, it was another Lynn, she was in the wheelchair just sitting opposite me, and we had quite a good conversation. And she said, the guard came through, or the train manager, or whatever they call them these days. And hi, Keris, I'm travelling. And so the lady's talking over me. Anyway, so I should have had a 7-minute changeover at Southampton, and of course they put the ramps down. There were 2 ladies in wheelchairs here, so I was thinking, would I, depending on which person, when I got off the train, had I got to run around a station, and had I got 7 minutes? And there's the lovely passenger assist guy who helped me just now. He was lovely. He came and told me what I'm going to just tell you now. But Lynn, who was in the wheelchair opposite, she said, I don't think you'll have to get off at Southampton. She said, because this train probably will convert to the Bournemouth train. And so I wasn't sure. I don't think so. The guard, I checked with the guard, and he said yes, exactly that. Because apparently the Southampton trains used to go back to Portsmouth, but now sometimes they don't. They just go on to Bournemouth.
Good afternoon, everyone. Ross speaking. Welcome on board to 1156 SWR service to Bournemouth stopper. Coordinate Totten, Ashurst, Forest, Bullroad, Brockenhurst, Sway, New Milton, Hinton Admiral, Christchurch, Folkestone, and Bournemouth. Expect arrival time to Bournemouth 12:44. I'm a coach full of this 4-coach train. I'm going to walk through the train during service. Also, you can see me at the platforms.
Sorry, folks, I have to just listen to the signal.
Or ticket inquiries. Have a safe and pleasant journey.
So there we are. I should have had a 7-minute changeover. I didn't have to change over at all. I was able to sit on the train and stay on the train, and the train now is going on to Bournemouth. Sometimes when that happens, it tells me on my ticket that, I don't... Sorry, the signal dropped there. So I didn't actually have to get off the train. That was really helpful. And also, hi Janice, nice to see you in the broadcast. And so, that was very useful information. I didn't have to get off the train, and also learning that I can actually make a complaint when I have shenanigans. So I travel so often, and so often my trains are delayed. If you watch me regularly, you'll know I have claimed so many train journeys. And in fact, the one I've got to claim from a week or so, last week I think it was, I was delayed. I missed the train because it was because of a disability. I missed the train because what happened, we should have had I think again something like a 7-minute changeover, But what happened was that I had to use the lift. It was at Basingstoke, I think. I had to go up in the lift, across the concourse, and down in the lift to the platform, and I got there to see the train going out. But that was because a guy who'd got off the train with me, he didn't know where he was going, but he was going on the next train with me. I said, follow me, I'll show you where to go. But I got to the lift, and I couldn't get in the lift the first time for it to go up because it was full. So I said to him, don't you wait for me. I said, you go up the stairs and go that way because you're going to miss the train if you wait for me. And so he went that way. I went in the lift. I had to wait for it to come down and load again. And then I went across the concourse, and then I had to wait for the second lift twice to go down and up and collect me. So by the time I got down, I got onto the platform to see the train leaving the station. But the guy that I'd been talking to wasn't there, so he must have got on the train. He was able-bodied. So what this lovely Lynn on the train told me, that she said, well, if it's because of a disability that you've missed the train, you can put in a complaint rather than a delay repay. And apparently I get travel vouchers or something. So I'm going to try that one with this because, you know, and you don't know these things. You know, I didn't know. I only found out about the train the fact that you could get a refund in the first place because I'm a live streamer. When I was telling people about missing the train, people said, but you know you can claim for that. So, you know, I have claimed so much over all the journeys I've done. And now it's interesting to know. So that's what I will do. I'll let you know how I get on. Because it was definitely because I had a disability that I couldn't run up the stairs and catch the train. So we'll see how we go. Anyway, I am now on my way. Hello. Do you need to see my ticket? Oh, hang on. Sorry, folks. I've got to go. Bye.